We're in a trap, and we're here with
Tyler Gun Zero.
And we're in the trap, but because we're okay. I can't set it up. I'm trying to set it up. What's going on, bro?
Oh, not too much. Playing some Traptrix.
Some Traptrix, man.
Yeah. New structure came out. If you guys didn't know, I'm sure you do. This deck is gassed pretty much out of the box. We went ahead and upgraded a little bit more, but it can compete with the top tables. It can compete with Cash. It can compete with Branded. The deck goes pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. So let's get into it, bro.
All right. Pretty staple, but we're going Triple Mantis.
Mm-hmm.
Normal summon, search for another name. Special summon, or I guess it has the other effect where it can bounce your set cards back to reset something.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, and it's a maze, so you can just bounce it back. So Harpy Feather, let me just bounce that back. So pretty cool.
Crack him in the head with a little bit of advantage.
Also something that we'll get into a little bit later with this one. It does have a little bit of a combo with Thrust.
Okay.
We also have the Triple Marmillo, searches for whole cards on normal and pops back row mandatorily, even if they don't have anything, on special. We got the 2 Dionea, on normal, special summon from grave. On special, you can set a whole trap again. And another thing where
do you? Some people are like, oh, I don't like this card like that. Do you like Dionea?
Dionea is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
She's a good normal summon later. That's why we only run 2.
Mm-hmm.
But she's one of my main ones that I want to go into, like off of Sarah. So I was like, oh man, I just used my Floodgate trap hole, for example. I'm gonna reset it. So next turn, you're also not gonna get that.
Just let people check it out one more time. I think there's like a gold rare, the only higher rarity than this. I feel like there's like
I think there's a super.
I think there's a super. Yeah, I feel like there is too.
Yeah. But comes in the structure deck, so pretty good.
You're good. It's like, yeah, shut up. You figure it
out. We also have the Arachna Kampa. This card is amazing. This is one of the new ones. She is an extender. If you have a Traptrix on the field, which you always do, she can just activate to special as a quick effect. And then she has another effect to protect your back row once a turn. So if they Harpies, you're not getting Harpies.
Is that a floating effect, or she's on field?
Floating. As soon as she hits the field, she's just there.
And then she's kind of like, she can hug and protect the back row that you have.
Yeah.
Wow, that's dumb.
Yeah.
This is about to be everywhere, isn't it?
It's about to be everywhere. Be prepared for it.
Salomon grade level, you think? Or not?
It's definitely up there.
It might. Oh boy.
It's probably one of the best structure decks of all time. It's insane.
Yeah, that is insane.
Pudika is one of the new ones. On normal, you search out the field spell. On special, you get to do a Zeke effect, so you can banish a special summon monster, and then during the next standby phase, they get to special summon a banished monster. Really, really strong, especially when you're trying to.
I've noticed already. There's already like 2 or 3 little tiny +1s that the deck has that it didn't have.
So
before.
many +1s, yeah, it's crazy now.
Is it definitely faster? You think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, and it's really consistent too. So like you're. Just about any card, like hand you get, you will end on Sarah and Rafflesia. Like every single one, and at least like 2 back row.
Right.
It's really, really strong.
Gotcha.
We're gonna play the one Vesicula. She just a free summon, just in case you need, like they, what is that? Negate your summon or whatever, the normal summon, so you can't go into your Sarah. This will let you keep pushing.
You considered other names? You talked about it, I know, but like, the other names are weird.
Really, like Nepoteus or whatever her name is. I've thought about that one. It's kind of cool, but I don't want to put too much engine. You want to see more traps than you want to see your monsters. You just need 1 monster in every hand to get going.
Yeah, and once you have that 1 monster, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. So once you get Sarah, you got the whole deck.
Okay.
Sarah's OP. We're playing for hand traps. We got the Triple Ash. Branded Fusion. I'm not gonna say too much more. Ashes Ash. We're playing the Triple Imperm. We all know Imperm's good. There's no real, like say here, but it does go even harder in this deck because it can activate your Sarah. The new Trap Hole. This is probably the best card in the structure deck. One of the best new cards. It is their own body off of a trap, and you can activate it the turn it's set by discarding a normal trap card. So you can send your evenlies if you draw it. You can send your other trap holes so that you can get into Dianea with it and just pull it back so it's free. And then it's also engrave. If you haven't used the effect already this turn, it's a quick effect Monster Reborn. Card is insane.
Quick effect Monster Reborn. Thanks, Konami.
Right? 2 compulse. If they are allowed to get stuff out, you got to be able to deal with it still. So just a good card. We all know it's good. 2 of the Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. Just a good trap hole name. The new one, the Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. Another just good one to remove something, potentially banish.
So like bottomless, but he's at the bottom of the bottom of the.
I guess, I don't know. Art's weird sometimes.
Terrible. It's bottomless from the. You know, it's like Witch's Strike and Solemn Strike. He's like he's on the other end of it. That's cool.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Legit.
But is it power? What effect does it have on the deck that makes it worth playing?
It's just it can deal with things. I have to remember exactly what it says, but if an opponent has special summon a monster this turn, target one monster your opponent controls with 2,000 or more attack, destroy it. Then if you have a whole normal trap in your graveyard, you can banish one monster from your opponent's graveyard. You can only activate one a turn.
Yeah, it is.
So even if they just have something special summoned out, you can pop something big, and then you can also potentially banish something. And there's not the timing on summon. This card is incredible, this format, Floodgate Trap Hole. It's literally Book of Moon, but then they literally can never turn it back up. Sorry, Cash, you're probably not playing as well this time.
Watch your mouth.
And then to get into the one-ofs.
He doesn't want to get booked forever, so yeah, that card is really, really dumb.
Yeah, really, really good here. One-ofs, because we do play Thrust in the deck. We have the D-Barrier. We have the Evenly Match to break boards. We have the Gravedigger's Trap Hole.
Card is dumb.
This card is really good. This is your out to nib. As soon as you summon Rafflesia, the standard line ends Rafflesia on 5. So then you can just have anti-nib. Try to do it. We're going to burn you for 2k. And then the oldie but goodie Dwelling's Trap Hole. Spells, we don't really play too many. We played the new field spell. This card's crazy.
Came in the structure.
It's really, really good. Only one because it is searchable off the Padika.
Oh, so you don't, it's like, it's a double summon that you don't necessarily need because you just want to play the deck.
Right. The double summon's really nice to go into extensions, but it's okay. It can make it to where you don't get destroyed by battle once a turn. That's pretty good, but it's not great. But then the last one is you can remove, like you can banish a monster on your field to basically Monster Reborn. So this is where this card is really going to shine. You put an Ably on my board? Okay, whatever. You just let me Monster Reborn. Cool, thanks.
Send all hate mail to Tyler. Every time I say send all hate mail, somebody laughs. That's dumb, though. That is dumb, though. You don't foresee like a turbo way to like maybe somebody would want to normal summon Traptrix twice.
I think if you're, I guess you could technically do that. I don't feel like it's the best way to play this deck. Traptrix are like trying to do the grind game. They're going to try to slow you down with their traps, much like Sky Strikers used to do with their spells, but you're going to do it with your traps. So like you're trying to play that slow.
Hey, they still do, sir. You're a striker player too.
Fair.
You know.
They're trying to get to the long game, out grind you, and then take you out.
Wow. Well.
And then pretty obvious cards to play. You play the Pot of Prosperity just because you want to be able to, play the deck consistently.
Shout out to the reprint. Coming soon.
If you don't have these, you can play the Tantalizing Tune or whatever that came out of the structure deck.
Oh yeah.
It's just an allure essentially. And then the 2 Thrust. Card's really good. If you don't have them, you can just play more of the other trap holes. It'd probably be fine.
But you've been thrusting into some people's...
Thrusting into things, so, thrusting into evenly to take them out. We go hard.
Or set barrier, that's dumb.
Exactly. So, going to the extra deck, we got the triple Sarah. Card's incredible. there's not too much to say about it. We do play the one Calaria. Card's really, really good, but you don't go into it very often because you just want to keep Sarah on the field. Mm-hmm. The new link for the deck, this card is insane. It's their link 3. If you have a normal trap in the grave, it gives all your Traptrix 1,000 attack, which is an insane boost to where you can easily go for the OTK. It also can negate any floodgate, and then pop it potentially by banishing. So
negate a floodgate and get out of here anyway.
This card is really good.
Man,
great addition to the deck. Then we got the one Access Code Talker,
Mr. Moneybags over here.
If we need it, you can only go with 1 pop in this deck, potentially 2 if you do himself, but it is usually enough to just go for games.
Your traps are wearing them down. Yeah,
exactly.
You warn them into the dust anyway. You might as well knock them out, old man.
Exactly. We played the 2 Rafflesia. You can't end on 2 Rafflesia, so that's really strong.
Traptrix Rafflesia.
But she's just really good in main go for the deck.
She's the nib counter. I got you.
Yeah, she's the nib counter. So you want to end on her on 5. We got the new one, the Pinga Kula. She detaches to search. And then she kind of has something similar to Arise Heart, where she's gonna attach stuff that you guys have.
Man, that is dope artwork.
Yeah, it really is.
Really good artwork, man. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. And then she's unaffected by trap effects if she has material, and she's also unaffected by any activated effects of the monster types that are underneath her. So if you grab their psychic monster, now she can't be thin-eared. So pretty good. Play the one Almaris extender in the extra deck. She special summons from grave. She's pretty good. And then the kind of offshoots, we have the one Baguska, because Baguska. We have the Exciton Knight to try to break through back row in case we're finding back row deck. We have the Time Thief Redoer. This card's really good in this deck because you can have a trap material underneath it.
You got traps everywhere.
Yeah.
Why is this deck this is kind of Salomon gradish, where it's like this structure deck's actually kind of busted?
Yeah, this is pretty busted.
Yeah.
It's a really good structure deck.
Yeah. And it's good for beginners. That's the good part.
It's good for beginners too. Yeah, if you are trying to get into Yu-Gi-Oh, this is the time. Buy 3 of these and you have a deck that compete at any of the locals at a high level. Once you learn the basic combos with it.
Right. And we're gonna do one. We're gonna do one. We promise. Coming soon.
And then we have the one Zeus, because Zeus is Zeus. You're playing XYZs.
Got to. It's 2023.
Yep. Side deck.
It's like gender appropriate, pronouns. You gotta use Zeus.
Exactly. Side deck, we're just trying to figure out, once we've gone into the first game, what's the best floodgate that's going to take them out. We have the Gozing, because everything we play is Earth. If that's going to take them out.
What's up with the hate, man?
Cash on the yeah, exactly. We have another D barrier if we find that's going to be really good. And then we have the 2 more even match for when we're going second. But we also have the anti-spell, because I hear spells are good this format too. Yeah. Sorry, Brandon. Sorry, Cash.
What's up with all the hate, man?
Speaking of hate, let's go Artifact Lancia. This is going to help out your evenly matched. This is going to help out your Kashtira. They're not going to be able to play as well. So we're outing all that. We're just saying we're done with it.
So it's like that, huh?
Yeah. It can also help out, or like really slow down your branded players too. And then oldie but goodie, Solemn Judgment, because Solemn Judgment.
And with that, we're out.